Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing to you a review of my Chanel Diana bag. So this was requested by Accounting for Fashion. So backstory on this bag. I have had this bag for 3 years. It is very vintage. I think it's based on its serial code a 92. So it is still the gold-plated hardware, and you can see that by the little symbol on the C. This bag before I purchased it was taken to basically someone like a leather surgeon's and was modified's not the right word, basically like given another life. So it was pretty down and dreary before I purchased it, but it was nicely fixed up before I did purchase it, so that was a positive. I didn't have to send it off anywhere. I bought this in July of 2017. It was a birthday present to myself. It is 10 inches long, 6 inches high, and about 3 inches wide. Those are just measurements I took. Since this is a vintage bag, I couldn't get the measurements off Chanel. It is not the reissue of the Chanel Diana bag, which did happen, I think, 2016. This is like the actual vintage one from the 90s. And why I do say that it has had some work done to it is you'll see that the hardware is in perfect condition and has been replated. And then the lambskin is a little less luxurious feeling than most lambskins because it has been recolored. And the bag has always been black, but it was just like, you know, recolored because the bag was fading. And you'll see that's really common with a lot of the Chanel bags you do see on the resale pre-loved market. So it does have a little bit more of a shiny finish to it because of the recoloring of the bag. So let's get into the details. This is not a double strap Chanel bag, as you'll see, because it only has 2 grommets on top. It is much more of a single carry Chanel bag. I do still stuff it. Let's pull out the strap. So it is a single strap. This strap works on me on shoulder as well as crossbody, and I am 5'10". It is slightly sits higher at crossbody, but it's not like the current medium size crossbody where it's like very, very much just right under your chest. This does sit a little lower on me. It's not hip length, but it's close to hip length. This bag has the turn lock CC, and how you know it is the Diana bag is this kind of trimming on the edge that a typical Chanel does not have, and you'll see it also has it on the back side. This bag does have some slight wear on the front. Okay, let me open the flap because you'll see it better. And this is very common with bags because people will sit their bags like this all the time. You'll see that there's some wrinkling right here. You can see it better in this light. That doesn't bother me, and it is very hidden by the flap, as you could tell when I was showing you guys. You just have to decide what price point you want to be at and how much wear you're willing to have on the bag. So for me, this bag, I'm going to look it up on Tradesy because that's where I bought this bag, to make sure that I do not misquote you how much I paid for it. I paid $1,165 for this bag. That's it. It's a really good price for a Chanel Diana bag in this condition. Like I said, you can get the newer like re-edition, which might be in better condition, or you could get one that is very vintage and then have it taken to a leather surgeon or a purse rehab or someone like that, and they could do work on the bag. So this bag also does have, again, you kind of have this sagging, it's very hard to see, there we go, in the back, and right here some creasing because it's a flat bag, and so you do move the flap up. The inside of the bag is still the kind of like red burgundy that is very common with vintage Chanels. It kind of has worn off on the inside, and like I said, the bag has been somewhat redone, but it did say made in Paris right here, which you can't really see. You can still see the Chanel on the back pocket. It's very hard to get this bag open enough to see it. So it is a slip pocket and a zip pocket with the cute little Chanel charm. Let's see if it's very hard because this bag is not going to open a lot for you guys to be able to see the details. There is the little charm on the zipper pull, which is a CC. The inside of this back pocket is not sticky, which is really nice. A lot of times they will be sticky. You can have that relined, or just not open the back zip pocket because you don't necessarily need to use it. I put nothing back there and I never open it. This bag does have the little Chanel grommet right there. And like I said, it only has these 2 grommets, so it is not going to have the double top strap. It is very beautiful. I got it for a steal of a deal. I would love it in a beige color, but like I said, a lot of times they have a lot of wear to them, especially beige, because people can be really hard on their bags. I've seen it in a couple other colors. I would say probably your best bet of getting one for a good price is something that is more Preloved resale, so eBay, Tradesy, Poshmark, than like a Fashion File or a RealReal, but you never know. I definitely say keep your eyes open. I love this bag. Let's do a quick kind of what fits in it. It does fit more than a medium double flap, but it is very, very similar in size to a medium double flap. So first off, as always, my 11 Pro, and it does have a pop socket, a Louis Vuitton pop socket on the back, so it is a little thicker than always. I normally just put my phone like in my bag, but you could try to put it in the slip pocket if you didn't have the pop socket. Then we have my Calvi card holder, which is the only card holder I get along with. We have the Louis Vuitton clay, and we have a pair of sunglasses, not in their case because the case is very big. So these are the Karen Walker sunglasses. The case is huge. For me, it's really important that a purse fits that. As you will see, there's a lot of space still in here. You could get a lot more in here and not feel like you can't close the bag. I often take this bag with me to weddings. I think it's a great wedding bag. It's a little more, I think, dressy than a lot of the Chanel bags I have. I think that's somewhat due to the color of the black with the gold hardware, and this is a very bright gold hardware. It's not like their newer, lighter champagne that they have on some of their bags. I love this bag. I'd say if you could find one, get it. Like I said, you can definitely have work done to it, but you have to be careful. So I know, for example, for leather surgeons, if work has already been done to this bag, like this bag, they would not do work on this bag because it already has seen someone like a leather surgeon's before, and they're not sure how the bag was recolored and re-dyed, so they don't necessarily want to work with that. Definitely something to keep in mind. There's also, you know, you can get this bag in very good condition and pay like $3,000 or $4,000 for it, but I didn't want to pay that much for a vintage Chanel. For having this bag for 3 years, and I have used it a lot, it has held up very, very well. I mean, all the corners are still in good shape. The only downside to me of this bag versus some of the other more contemporary Chanel styles is that this bag does not have a back pocket at all. So if you do not have your stuff in the bag and like open it every time, then you're not going to be able to get stuff in and out. You can't just like slip something into the back Mona Lisa pocket. So I hope this review was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments. I'm very open to doing individual reviews of any of my bags, so please make sure to ask, and I will definitely add them to the to film list. If you like this sort of video or handbag reveals, comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which currently is twice a week. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on my blog, Facebook, and Instagram, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.